What's up, my beautiful brothers and sisters? Welcome back to another verse of the day. Today's verse of the day is going to come from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 15, and it says, "She is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her." And ladies, I am sorry to tell you that I am not talking about us in this passage. Wisdom is depicted as she in Proverbs. So if we were to read that a little bit differently, we would say, wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. And this verse really stood out to me because also in the Bible it says, "My people perish for a lack of knowledge," which that lets me know that as God's chosen people, we're not on fire. We're not hungry and thirsty enough for the wisdom that God has to bring. Because in Proverbs 1 verse 7, it also tells us that fear of the Lord begins with knowledge, and fools despise wisdom and instructions. So if we are not fools as Christ believers, if we are not on fire for the Lord and his knowledge and the things that he has in his word to give us, to help us grow, to help us expand in his word and in our lives, then we have to start actively going into the word and reading and studying, not just believing what somebody else is saying from their own mouth, because there are many false prophets, and the Bible tells us to read for ourselves. The other thing that I wanted to shed light on is the latter part of this verse where it says, "Nothing you desire can compare with her." So yes, that means that car that you really desire, that house that you're desiring, becoming a mother is what you're truly desiring, or that career that you desire, becoming a basketball player, if whatever it is that you desire, nothing compares to the wisdom that God has to give. And if nothing compares to the wisdom that God has to give, then the words of encouragement that I have for us today is to truly hunger and thirst and really be on fire for the knowledge that God has in the Bible for us. With that being said, thank you guys for listening. I love you. Bye.